Hi guys, I just thought I'd pop on and share with you what I'm planning to bring with me when we go to Japan. I am intending to journal as I go along because I find that definitely the easiest thing to do, and it's the thing that I enjoy reading back on the most, telling the stories as they're happening in the moment, and just I think that helps me record the kinds of details that I want to remember and look back on, and they're the kinds of details that I sort of forget. You remember the big picture stuff, but you don't remember the little things, and that's what I like to record in the moment. Okay, so the first thing I have is my actual traveler's notebook, which has got empty notebooks in it. I've got matching ones because I wanted to do that, and they are from Felicity Jane. I like them because of their pale white paper. They're not creamy paper, and I really like the bright white there. I have 5 of them, which I'm hoping will be enough. I think I've worked out that it gives me a few pages per day, which I think will work because some days I want more and some days I want less, so hopefully that will even out to be fine. And this is going to be the TN that I keep them all in when this project is finished as well. This is where they will live. So I'm taking it with me, and this is where the story is going to go. Oh, and I should have said this is from Webster's Pages, and I'm pretty happy with the quality of it, but I haven't really taken it on the road with me yet. It hasn't been like carried around in bags or anything. I imagine it'll get a bit grubby, but I think that's the point of these things. They should look like they've had a life. But yeah, it's nice, and that's what I've got so far. This is a Zinidori. I've had this one for a while, and it has been kicked around in my bag a bit and things like that, but this is where I'm keeping all of the little bits and pieces that I'm going to use for well, let me show you. This is full of little pockets. These are either paper envelopes or what are they called? Glassine envelopes, and I have those in a bunch of different sizes, which I intend to use to like stick little bits and pieces in and then stick into the book. I have a bunch of sticky notes, and these are largely for when I make mistakes and want to cover things up in a book, because I don't want to be tearing pages out of this, and I also don't want scribbly, messy pages. So if I've made a mistake, I'll just rewrite the journaling and stick it on top and stick it down, and that's done. And it also adds just interest to a page. You can you can stamp on that, put a date on it and stick it in and things like that. Just adds a little bit of visual interest without it being overly fussy or complicated. So I have those in mostly neutral colors, blue and pink as well. Then I have a stack of journal tags. Some of these are from, this little set is from the Ali Edwards, I think it's a story kit. I think it's the adventure one, or it's the travel themed one. And then I've just got lots of sort of random ones of varying sizes that I can use to annotate things, that I can use to do like little tip-ins if I've got more journaling to do on a particular day. And there's something very travel-y about these things, these shipping tags. I think that to me, they fit in with that theme really nicely, so I intend to use those throughout. Then in here I have got some index tabs, and I've just put them inside a glassine envelope so that they don't go flying everywhere, and it's just sealed up with a bit of washi tape, so that'll be easy to access. So I may just use those for marking off the points at which we travel to different cities or things like that. I'm not sure, but I've got those there as an option. Here are some more sticky notes, which is the same purpose as these ones. Then I love these pockets because you've got little sections you can put things in, and so I've got various types of paper clips, which I'm thoroughly loving using in my memory keeping at the moment, and I think will be super useful for travel memory keeping, just because there's all kinds of things that you need to stick in. And then I have some washi samplers, and you can see I've selected a bunch and wound them around. I got some reasonably thick acetate, and I've just trimmed it down and created small ones. I've got varying widths, I've got varying colors. I've tried to go mostly for plain and unpatterned ones, but where I've made the exception is where I've got ones that are particularly kind of Japanese in theme. So I've got cherry blossoms and like Mount Fuji here with more cherry blossoms, and so things like that, which is hilarious because we're going to be there in the middle of winter and there won't be any cherry blossoms, but they're still Japanese themed, and that's fine with me. So that's what I've got there, and I fully intend to pick up a bunch of washi and paper and stuff while I'm there as well. So this is more than enough even if I didn't do that, but everything fits in here and it's great. The other thing I have here is alphas, and I've got one lot of phrase stickers, and this is also from a travel kit, so they're very specific to travel, and everything else is just alphas, and I've just packed white and black ones. And I've got a little bundle of those. None of them are like the big long ones, and they're not puffy or anything like that, but I've got plenty here to be journaling with and making little headings and titles and whatever else if I want to. So that is all of the supplies that I'm bringing that fit in here. My intention is to use what I find. I'm really excited to find beautiful pieces of paper, amazing kind of everything from like I showed you in those books before, postcards, business cards, receipts, all of that stuff. And it's going to be so different. It's going to be written in characters that I don't recognize. It's going to have, you know, all kinds of strange and unusual things to my eye, because I've never been to Japan, and I'm so excited to just be immersed in a place that is so different to what I'm used to, and just to collect little pieces of that and stick them in my journal. So that is going to be rad. So this is what I've got here. I'm bringing a couple of stamps, and I've just put them in this little plastic envelope. This is again so I can make like repeat elements, because I love doing repeated things with headings and dates and things like that. So what I've got is 3 sets. I have this set of alphas, which is nice and small. It's from Felicity Jane. It's called the Outline Alpha. I have this set, which is from Elle Studio, and I can use that for dates. So again, I might just do like whenever I do some journaling, start the day off with a date stamp, so there's that kind of uniformity there. And then I've got this set, which I may actually still take out, but it's got some cute little headings like currently, lessons learned, conversation, words I love, which I think might be particularly fun when I'm learning new words in a new language, and things like that. Highlights, like these phrases seemed like they'd be quite useful for travel journaling, but I may still take them out and just bring these two. I haven't decided yet. But they are compact and they fit here in this little envelope, and I feel like that adds almost no weight and almost no bulk to my backpack, so I feel good about that. To go along with that, I obviously need a little bit of ink and a stamp block. So I have that in here. I've just got my black StazOn, which may bleed through the paper, but I will just stick something else on the other side if that happens, so I'm not too worried about that. That is my favorite ink, and I'll be able to use that to stamp on other stuff as well. If I want to put it on a, you know, a glossy flyer or something like that, I will be able to do that with StazOn. And I have got an ink block in here somewhere, stamp block in here somewhere. So there's that. And so those are going in this little pouch, which has got tools in it. And my other tools are staples and a tiny attacher, which is probably a little extravagant in terms of weight, but I think it's going to be worthwhile in terms of what I can do with it. So I'm happy about that. And I have a hole punch, which again, I may or may not take out. I'm going to decide if it's essential, but I've put it in there for now, so I have the option. So those things are going in there, and those are my tools. I have some double-sided tape, which I've put inside this plastic envelope to stop it from making anything else sticky and from getting more stuff stuck to it or anything like that, just to keep it contained, I guess. It's not a super wide one, so I can use it for whatever I happen to find, and also so that it's not too bulky. I think that's like a quarter inch wide, and there's stacks of that, and again, it doesn't add too much weight and bulk to what I'm bringing along, so I'm pretty happy with that option as well. But yeah, I'm definitely going to want to do sticking, and I think this is a less messy option than glue, so that's why I'm bringing that. I am bringing my Sprocket, which will be great for printing out photos, instant photos, like I showed you in my Sydney journal. I love this little guy, and a little elf told me that I will be getting the bigger version of this for Christmas as well. So I am going to have one that takes photos of sort of business card size, and then one that takes them slightly bigger. Prints, you take the photos on your phone. So I'll probably bring both of those along, and I'm excited about that. And finally, I've just got my everyday pencil case, and obviously I need writing implements, so that's what I've got in here. It opens up into like a little thing that stands up, which I love, and it's got a ruler which opens out, which is great. It's got black pens. I've got my favorite Muji pens. I've got white gel pens. I have a mechanical pencil, and down the bottom I also have an eraser Got a pencil sharpener in there, which I don't need because I'm only bringing my mechanical pencil, so I can take that out straight away. And yeah, an eraser, that's what's in there. Oh, and these are my fabulous, amazing favorite portable scissors, which I bring with me everywhere, except I obviously won't be bringing them onto the plane. I'll put them in my checked luggage on the plane, but these are really wonderful for travel journaling or journaling on the go. They're my absolute fave. So they're by Fiskars, and they're like a spring-loaded kind of pair of scissors. They're really good. So yeah, that's what's in my pencil case. So this is what I'm bringing. For some people it would be a lot. For me, it is a very pared back range of stuff that I feel will allow me to do everything that I want to do. I feel like I've struck a good balance for myself of what I want, what I need, and what's going to allow me to tell the stories that I want to tell. So I'm really pleased with how this looks. I find journaling is a way of, for me, not just telling stories, but also managing anxiety. I'm an introvert, and I also have like pretty intense anxiety in situations where things are out of my control. And when you're traveling, a lot of stuff is out of your control and you have to go with it and let it happen. And I'm ready for that, but a way that I often feel I guess bring myself back to a place of feeling calmer is to sit down with a notebook and a pen and some scissors and paper and just make something with my hands. My focus becomes more centered, and I'm able to just kind of relax and calm down. So having this with me is also like an anxiety management tool as well. So I feel really good about this. It's like a little safety blanket. So it's got multiple purposes, multiple functions for me, not just the storytelling aspect of it, which I'm also, you know, so excited about as well. So that's going to be our little traveling kit, and this is going to come with me on our adventure, and I can't wait to take off, I guess. And I'll obviously be doing plenty of memory keeping about it when we get back, and you know, have other stories to tell. But this is where I will be telling the stories that happen in the moment, and those are going to be really special. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to see what comes of this, as well as other memory keeping and art journaling videos and things like that. Have a look down below and you can find me on social media and all that kind of thing, and I'll link to whichever of these items I can find links for. And I will see you again really soon. Bye!